Hi guys, I'm just bringing you this video. Just got a few comments to make on the Chris Watts case and inside sources. Now this one YouTuber is saying that oh my goodness, we could just go on and on about every little bit of detail about the whole life of them or the whole family. You could just dissect. Keep doing it because, you know, I mean, my God, you know, did NK really know that he was about to do what he did? You know, things like that. And inside sources saying apparently from the prison where Chris is at has access to information, the records and all that and the other, and obviously sees his day-to-day living, and obviously has spoken to him. But you know what? No prison guard or any officials in that office, in that prison, is to release any documents unless ordered and given permission to do so. Now, who's going to risk their livelihood, their job, their passion? Because, you know, whoever works in the prison system surely has to like their job. But they don't get a lot of pay for it because they're asking for prison guards in Wisconsin because the job thing keeps popping up because, you know, I live near Milwaukee. And jobs going up in Green Bay are like offering $16 or so for jobs to work in the prison system. But they also said, you gotta like this kind of thing, and you know the pay's not very high, but you gotta be enjoy this type of work, and you gotta be willing to work with, you know, these prisoners with all kinds of issues and violence, and you know they're not paying a lot for their health, and they could be killed at any moment. Maybe they got a good retirement fund, or you know, death policy if anything happens on the job. But it's not going to do you no good, is it? Just saying, the pay's not very good for prison guards to be working on these high security prisons. Yeah, I guess you gotta enjoy this kind of work. You get to be the boss and stuff, you know. You get to be telling these prisoners what to do. But just the pay is not good. Well, this person who's ever said this apparently is gonna risk his job just to say what we already know, guys. We already know that he was led on, but he also led her on, because they're all a bunch of liars, and both of them, both NK and CW, are a bunch of liars. It has been proven that he is certainly contradicts himself. He can't even tell the full story. He adds a little bit of this and adds a little bit of that. But we still don't know what the truth is, because he lies and we don't even know. So we're just saying he tells half-truths. And to think that he has not moved on from NK. He certainly has moved on from her. There's nothing. Maybe he just wants to let her know that whatever he wants to let her know. And he did, by stating that on the audio. He was hoping that she'd write to him, but as far as he knows, she has not, unless she's done it under a different name. Yes, that's what he said. Unless she's wrote under a different name. Oh, so we're supposed to guess, you know, her language. You know, the way she talks, so it could be in secret code. Well, I don't know about that, because all mail gets intercepted and it's supposed to be read, supposedly, and also their emails get intercepted. It does not get sent out, and it does not come in unless it has been looked at. And so whoever gives out this information that works in the prison system, if they're just going to give stupid information like, oh, he was played, he was just played, he was a puppet on a string, that's not very good information to lose your job, is it? Now, this is just my opinion. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you got to come up with something better than that. And if you do have sources and they're going to give you information, you don't never say it's a him. You don't say they got access to all records and they've read them all, because the prison system can narrow this down. Who has access? And when the files of a certain prisoner was accessed, you can easily find that out. Now, who would jeopardize their job just to say he was played, he was a puppet on a string, he was, you know, all those kind of things? That is not worth your job. Now, this YouTuber says that this person contacted him, but he has given his source away. He said he's, you know, where he is, and it's a him, and I mean, he said it's a him, and all that they've done. Oh, but he can't give his sources away, and you can't say too much. Well, you've already said it, and the damage is done now. So I just don't get it. I just don't get why a prison guard would even give a little information out like that. That is crazy to me. I don't know what you guys think, but you know, prison guards have been told about him not to give out any information about him, and they're trying to make him go away. Get out of the press, get out of the news, get off of YouTube. You know, they want this Chris to go away. But people are talking about every little thing. What did he eat? What's he drinking? Does he snore? He's having a whale of a time in Waupun. We know he's having a better time in Waupun because he said so himself at the horse's mouth. He didn't want to go back to Colorado because, you know, they were so mean to him. And he was getting yelled at, you know, through the other inmates yelling at him on what to do. You know, what's the best way to get out of this world. Do you know what I mean? And they were being so mean to him. And now he's in Wisconsin. He's happy right now. He's happy. And he likes it there. But that doesn't mean he's going to stay right where he is forever. Where's he? He may get moved out to another local prison. He might go to Columbia. He might go, we don't know where he's going to end up. But he certainly is not going to stay in that position where he is now. We don't know how many years it takes to move a person, but we'll see where that goes. And, you know, people are saying he might not even ever stay in Wisconsin. He'll probably get moved again. But we don't know about that neither for sure, what's going to happen with him. But, you know, the other Chris, the Coleman case, he may get a new trial. And, of course, he's there too in Waupun, serving his life sentence for this same thing. Well, not exact same thing, but, you know, his wife and 2 children. But he's going on appeals. But he didn't give all his rights up, you see. He went to trial. And he gets appeals. But Chris is never going to get appeal. So he's going to have to make the most of it, wherever he ends up. But, you know, there's one thing. If you get sources and somebody tells you something, you don't, you know, blurt out everything, you know, because you're just about giving them away. And maybe who would contact a YouTuber like that just to jeopardize your job when you're not even getting paid for it? It's not like you're telling national TV and you got paid mucho money for it. But anyway, guys, I'm just saying that my goodness, how much more can you say about him? It's okay to, if you got some big update, you know, like the big interview that came up, the confession and stuff like that. But they might come back again and do another friendly interview. Oh my goodness. If I was him, I'd just shut your mouth and just keep quiet. You're digging a bigger hole for yourself because, listen, NK was not involved. I'm just saying that I believe that, you know, she's just the mistress and she got tangled up and she's just as bad. She's, what do you call it? She just, messes around with married men. You know, she's no good in that respect. And she was having fun. And she didn't know where it was going to take her. And she was helping him make plans for the future, like getting him out the house and getting divorced. So, but it does take 2 to tango. And it's not her first rodeo with married men. You know, she said so. Why do I always end up with married men? Okay, well, then she's obviously had more than one married man and an affair. What happened to that one then? Seems like her relationships don't get very far. And according to her other, you know, relationships, you know, they weren't too good neither. So she hasn't had much luck with men. But she's free and single, isn't she? She can do what she wants. I mean, she wasn't the married person at the time. She was not married at the time. So she can do what she wants. But you never know who you're messing with. That's what I'm saying. You never know. And maybe she's had a hard lesson. It's ruined her life. It's ruined her career. So maybe she'll think twice before she messes with another married man and who says he's getting a divorce. And just don't mess with him at all. You be safe that way. So I just thought I'd make this little video and let's have a discussion on your thoughts of, you know, all the rumors. And I mean, my God, you could just keep on and on and on about dissecting every little thing. I mean, now it's getting irritating. I mean, I don't mind watching people, YouTubes, you know, see what they're saying, but it's just getting crazy now. And you're getting people to believe every little thing that you say. They listen to everything. And like, I mean, my God, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by.